Oh dear. Oh, oh, okay. Well, I don't know why my model looks like that, but give me a hot second here. Oh gosh, I don't know why it decided to look like that. All right, let me open up. Give me 1 second. This is, well, a long time no see, y'all. Long time no see. Let me just. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it was being a little bit wonky there, but hello everybody. Welcome back to stream. I hope you all are having a lovely day today. I hope you all are having a lovely beginning of your weekend because it is Friday. So I hope you all are having an absolutely lovely Friday, whether it is morning or nighttime for you. I hope you're having a nice and good Friday. So it's Friday night for me. So it is the end of a week. So for everyone who is also at the end of a week, welcome, congratulations, you made it to the end of a week. All right, so congratulations. I'm happy that you could be here with my stream. So it's been a long time, so I've decided that I think Friday streams are better for just chatting because, you know, we've had a whole week go by and it's a good way to start stream like as an introduction sort of thing. So that's how we're gonna roll. And today I'm not sure exactly if it's OBS or if it's me, but my bit rate is a bit funky, and I'm not sure why. My internet's great, everything else is great. So if it gets a little bit wonky, if it gets a little bit, you know, bumpy, I apologize. I'm just not sure what exactly is up with that. I checked everything and I checked my own computer and everything looks fine there. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. You know, we're just gonna roll with it. So as a recap, right, beginning of this week, I did not stream last weekend because I was at Holoexpo. So I wanted to take the time to talk about Holoexpo and how fun that was and my time there and stuff. But before I do want to point out that as you can see from my screens, I have some new updated assets. These were made by Jiang Atelier, and I will be updating my credits after the stream. But I am very happy with them. I think it suits me very well, and they have been totally awesome, and they have been great to work with throughout the process. So I am very happy to have these new assets for stream. So I hope you guys like them too as well. So yes, today's topic is Holoexpo. Hololive Expo Hololive Fest happened last weekend at the Makuhari Messe in Japan. And I was able to go. I was so happy. If you had been watching past streams, I talked about how excited I was to actually go. And it was great. It was amazing. I have no complaints there. It was absolutely amazing, absolutely wonderful. I have no complaints. It was an amazing time, and it was an amazing stream as well. So I absolutely, positively loved it. So let me start from the beginning, right? Go from the beginning here onto what exactly entailed Hololive Expo. So the lottery for Hololive Expo opened back in last year. I believe it opened last year in like, I want to say December. December is when it first opened. So there were 3 sets of lotteries for Hololive Expo. So the first lottery happened in December, and usually it's open for about a week and a half, and then you get the results. So I lost all three lotteries. I lost all three lotteries. I wasn't really sure if I had wanted to go actually in December, but then I saw they were doing a Hollow Stars meet and greet, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot pass up. I have to try. So, but of course, to go to the meet and greet, you need to have a ticket. So I was like, okay, let's rustle a lottery. So I lost all three lotteries. There were three sets of lotteries. I lost all three of them, so I had to wait for general sale, and it was an absolute nightmare for general sale. I managed to get a ticket for Saturday, unfortunately not for Sunday, which I was really sad about because I wanted to go on Sunday as well. But yeah, I got it for Saturday. So here's how it works, right? So there were two sites that they had for tickets. One was for people outside of Japan, and one was for people in Japan. So I used the one for people, in Japan because I'm in Japan. So if you don't know what it's called, the system's called Lawson Ticket. So if you're thinking of Lawson and you're like, wait, that's the convenience store. Yes, it's the same company. It's the same Lawson brand. So Lawson does tickets. And so I was like, okay. Let's go buy a ticket. So okay. One second. Let me just let that motorcycle go by. Okay, there you go. Motorcycle went by. Okay, so I was like, okay, the general sale tickets one, I forgot what date it was, but it was a Saturday at 12 p.m. is when the general sale opened. So I was like, cool. So I got on my computer, right? It's 12 p.m. But the thing is about Lawson, or I guess this particular concert, is that you could only purchase on your smartphone. And I was like, oh, what do you mean I can only purchase this on my smartphone? It was like, yeah, you can only purchase this on your smartphone. You cannot purchase it on a computer. So I'm like, okay, I bring it up quickly on my smartphone because, it's like 12:02 maybe at this point or whatever. And I'm trying to like get in, right? And every time I go to get in to buy the ticket and I select Saturday, it's like, it keeps, oh my gosh, it keeps breaking like down. And you're probably like, why didn't you go for Sunday? Well, I went for Saturday because I wanted to, Shinri and Flayon's meet and greet was on Saturday, and I was just like, okay, well, I want those two the most. So I was trying for Saturday over and over and over, and it was just kept giving me like a 503 error, like a 503 error, and it just kept like going and going and going. And I'm like, no, I am getting in, I am getting this ticket. And I finally got in, and I got this ticket, and I was just like, wow. But yes, I got a ticket to Holoexpo Saturday. By the time I went exited back out to see if there was any for Sunday, there was no more for Sunday. So I was like, damn, that sucks. But I got Saturday and I was so excited. I was so happy. I was like, I'm going. So then it comes the lottery for the meet and greets. So yes, there was a lottery for meet and greets as well. It was not just general sale. So I was like, okay, I'll sign up for lottery, and I did it for 4 different people. I tried the lottery for Shinri, for Flayon, for Rio, and then for Oga as well. Because in my mind, I was just like, well, if I get at least one of them, I'll be happy just with that. I was like, if I get it for at least one of them, I'll be happy just with that, and I won't try for anyone else. I didn't get it for any 4 of them, man. I was like, damn. I didn't get it for any 4 of them. It was like, all I could think of was that one meme of that one skit that was just like, all the invitations to this event has been denied. It's like, what? Let me see that. And it's like, oh my gosh, they have all been denied. Yeah, literally, it was just like lost on all of them. So I was like, okay. Once more, I will wait for general sale. And so at this point, when it comes to general sale, it's like, okay, you can only pretty much go for one, because by the time you get in and buy one, everything else is going to be sold out. So I decided to go for Shinri. And so once again, I'm in the Lawson website at 12 p.m. on a Saturday. At 12 p.m. on a Saturday on my phone, waiting to get in. This time, I did not get any 503 errors, thank God. I was actually able to very quickly get in and buy the ticket and get a ticket for his meet and greet. And it's a good thing I did, because by the time I was out, everything else was sold out. I was just like, that makes sense. Apparently, according to what I've heard, there was only like 20 to 25 slots available for each of the guys. So I felt very lucky to be able to get in and get one. But it was said and done. My ticket was there. And then, of course, I had booked my flight and everything. I decided to fly once again, because it's just I want to take the Shinkansen, I really do, but it was just flying was just quicker, and it ended up being the same price. And so I'm like, okay, well, if it's the same price, I might as well fly. Though I think next time for sure I am going to do the Shinkansen for an event, because with the Shinkansen I'll be directly at like a station, so when I need to transfer, you know, and go to my hotel or whatever accommodation I'm staying at, I can just easily access to trains. And I also don't feel like, you know, how do I say this? For like, y'all know what it is in the airport, right? You got to get there like 3 hours early, right? To get through, you know, to check in, to get your bags checked in. If you have anything bags to check in, then you got to get through, what is it? Then you got to go through security check, which, by the way, I like Japan's security check way better than America, because in America I have to take off my shoes. In Japan, I do not have to take off my shoes, which I'm just like, thank God, because I had on comfy sneakers and they were easy to take off, but I'm just like, I hate having to take off my shoes. So I was happy that I didn't have to take off my shoes this time. Yeah, so that's one thing I like about Japan. And then as well as, you know, I just, but Shinkansen is so easy. I haven't traveled the Shinkansen in a while. The last time I did was back when I was afraid of trains, and I was going to Tokyo for Golden Week, which, don't do that. If you're gonna, I don't know why I decided to go to Tokyo for Golden Week. It was so fucking crowded back then, but I really wanted to go. Yeah, if you're gonna go travel to Tokyo, don't do it during Golden Week. It's like a week in May. Where like everybody's on vacation, so everybody goes traveling. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna be like, oh fuck, where the fuck am I? Oh, there's so many people. That dear Lord. Anywho, sorry, I got sidetracked. But anywho, I took the Shinkansen. I took the Shinkansen back then because I was afraid of planes. So my first time I came to Japan back when I was in college for study abroad, it was my first time on a plane. And I was just like, I can't wait to go. I was scared of planes. I was just like, it's gonna be okay, you know. My mom had told me, you know, buy gum and chew it in the plane so that like your ears don't like pop too much. And I was like, okay. I was scared for my life. Because the plane like was going up in the air and it just like took off, and like it felt like a roller coaster. And I don't like roller coasters. Like, you know how like with roller coasters, your stomach drops? That's what it felt like when you're going up in the air in an airplane. And I hated it. And I still don't like it. I'm better about it. But like, I literally almost had an anxiety attack back then. Literally, because I was just like, ooh, I was still scared of trains. I'm over that fear now, but I still had it back then. So that's why I decided to do the Shinkansen instead. So I had taken the Shinkansen all the way from where I was, which honestly, I'm amazed that I did that, because it was a 7 hours Shinkansen ride. Yeah, it was 7 hours. It was a 7-hour Shinkansen ride, and so it was very long. This time around, if I would go, based on my location in Japan, it would only be like 4 hours. But yeah, back then I took a 7-hour Shinkansen ride to and from Tokyo because I didn't want to avoid the planes. But now, I would honestly probably want to take a Shinkansen for the future, because yeah. So anyway, sorry for that sidetrack. Back to Holoexpo. So yeah, I had my train booked and everything. So so it was Friday. So the day before. So on Friday, I took a plane to where I was staying, and I was staying. This time I decided to save a little bit of money. So I stayed in a hostel, which basically meant that I kind of was like sharing a room with other people. Like I had a bed and there was a room with other people. It was separated by gender. So, it was very nice. I guess, It was nice. The place was like nice, and it was clean and everything, and I was just like, wow, very nice, very nice. So I was there. I do want to say that in true Coco fashion, because I cannot do anything without fucking up something. I remember when I was on the bus to get to go to my hostel. I missed the bus stop, so I had to like walk back because I missed the bus stop. Like I had my phone and it said, get off at this bus stop. It's only like 3 stops or whatever. So I was like, cool. And I wasn't paying attention, and we had passed the stop, and I was like, oh shit. So I had to walk back. So I got to my hostel. I relaxed. I took a nap because I was sleepy. I ate dinner, and then I just went back to sleep. So, Expo. The day of Expo on Saturday morning. I woke up at 4:30 a.m. You're probably wondering, why the fuck did you wake up that early? Wait, not 4:30 a.m. I woke up at 5, and I left my hostel at like 6. And you're probably wondering, why were you up that early? Because I had learned my lesson, right? So I went to Grand Blue Fest, right, in December, right? I went to Grand Blue Fest. And Grand Blue Fest opened, I think it started at 10, but they like opened up the line and stuff for like taking people in at 9. I learned my lesson because I got to Grand Blue Fest at 9, and the line was so long, it took me like 2 hours to get in. I said, that's not happening this time. I'm going to get there early, right? So for Holoexpo, the place opened at 10 o'clock. They didn't have like a time where like you could enter the building, or it's like a reception time where like it would be open taking tickets. I just assumed it would be open early, right? So I was like, I'm going to get there at least by 8 o'clock. At least 8 o'clock, 2 hours before 10. I was like, I'm gonna get there at 8 o'clock. And I did. I got up early as fuck. Left my hostel around like 6 o'clock, 6:30. Hopped on the train because I was like an hour away too. So I had to like get up earlier than usual because I had to hop on the train lines to get there. And even before I got on the train lines, I was seeing on Twitter and everything that it was packed as fuck. It was crowded, y'all. Absolutely crowded. There was so many people. Like, honestly, like if you want to go through the hashtags, because you still can, there were so many people there. And when I got there, so many people there. I almost missed the stop for Holoexpo too, because Google was like being a bitch. But I got off, walked a little bit into the Makuhari Messe, stood in line to get ready. So there's like so many people standing in line. There were people who were like, waiting for their friends, right? So you got in line, right? And one thing again about Japan is that I have to give them credit for the line organization. These people over here, every time there's a convention, they have the line organization on lockdown, okay? The lines, there's like plenty of space for them. They get people to move in, right? And they have it like all spread out. So admittedly, you do have to walk a bit, but they do it that way so that there's no crowd rush, right? There's no crowd rush and it's organized. And I have to give them to that again, once again. Thank you, because you're going to be doing a lot of stand-in and there's going to be a lot of long lines everywhere. But these people had it on lockdown. They had it on lockdown, y'all. And I have to give them applause for that. Applause for staff, honestly. So I get there. I'm waiting in line. It's a very nice day, actually. Was perfect weather, actually. It's springtime, as y'all know, so it's starting to warm up. And so that day, thankfully, it was not too cold. It wasn't really cold at all. So we were waiting in line, and it was great to see it, y'all. It was so cool seeing all the fans, man. Seeing everyone all decked out in like their fans gear was awesome. So people had the Ita bags, right? People had the, towels. They had the, what was it? They had the, like the happy coats. They had like the happy coats that had like, pictures of like their Oshi on there, right? You had, you know, people wearing like special accessories, right? So you had no one in cosplay yet, because in Japan, when people come to cosplay at conventions, most conventions actually have a place for you change into your cosplay. So you bring your cosplay stuff with you. You get to the convention and then you change in the changing rooms into your cosplay. And then you do the same when you leave. You change back into your regular clothes and then you leave the convention. So you don't cosplay in public. Like, let's say in America, you know, when you see like Sephiroth in McDonald's, right, as like a cosplay and stuff. Yeah, that's not like how they do it here. They change when they get to the venue. But still, seeing everyone decked out, oh my gosh, y'all, the fashion was on point with those ladies. There were so many cute girls there. Sorry, I gotta be gay for a second. There were so many cute girls there. And let me tell you, their fashion was on point. It was on fleek. Their hair, their makeup, their clothes, their shoes. There were girls out there wearing those really cute like platform heels and stuff. I was blown, because like I thought I looked pretty cute. I had on like a really cute like skirt and a really cute like pink sweater, so I was rocking pink, and I had on my combat boots. Like I thought I was looking cute. But these girls, I was like, damn, I gotta step up my game next year. Same thing with my Ita bag. I gotta step up my Ita bag, because these girls' Ita bags were on point. Not only because yeah, they had the buttons and the stuff like that, man, but the accessories and stuff that they put on there, on point. On point. At this point, we should have an Ita bag contest at some of these places, because these people had their stuff on point. Okay, those girls were on point with their fashion. It was beautiful, right? So, of course, we go through the line. So you basically, you know, they check your ticket and you get a wristband, right? So you don't have to flash your ticket all the time. So that's what you're flashing when you walk by, your wristband, right? So we get inside again. We're waiting. There was like someone with like a camera, I think, that was like looking like over the crowd. So I like waved my Puniko plushie like that I had for Shinri. I had that with me, so I like waved it. Because what I had with my Ita bag is I had a Shinri Ita bag, and then I had a bunch of Flan merch on my Tempest bag from the anniversary merch for the Tempest anniversary. So that's what I had for my merch. So, you know, we're waiting, and then finally it hits 10 o'clock and we hear everyone be like, woo, let's go in. So, you know, they start letting people in and stuff like that, you know. And so I was so glad I got there early, because by the time I got in, it was like 10:30, 10:45. So I was good. And so it was good because the meet and greet, like the reception opened up at 10:45 and my meet and greet was at 11 to like 12 was like when the meet and greet was. So I was just like, oh man, it's a good thing that I'm here on time. So I go through the line. So before I could go, I was like snapping pictures of everything. I just couldn't help myself. I was taking so many pictures of like the little setups that they had and everything. I was like, I can't help myself. I need to do this. I need to take pictures. So I was like snipping, snapping away and everything, you know, taking my pictures and stuff. It was so nice. So there I was, you know, taking my pictures, snapping them all. And then I look at the time and I'm like, oh shit, I need to go stand in line. I need to go get in line for the meet and greet. So I go into the meet and greet, and so they have like this little area set up. So if you've ever been to a meet and greet for VTubers, like maybe let's say at like Anime Impulse or Offkai, I think it's like a similar setup where they have like the monitors like behind the curtains and stuff, and then they have the lines and stuff like that. So it's very similar to that. So for this meet and greet, you were to go in, you had like a headphone like mic set that you would put on, and then you would be able to hear the talent and speak to them with the mic and everything. So you had 2 minutes. Seeing all the people there, I recognized a lot of people from Twitter, but I was too like shy to say hi to them, and I really regret it, because they were everyone. Seeing people in real life was so cool, and all the cosplayers looked so cool, and I was just like, man, I wish I was not such a little bitch baby, and I wish I could have said hi to them because I knew who they were. I hope they didn't notice me staring at them too back, because I just kept looking, and I was just like, oh man, I wish I could talk to them and not feel like an idiot. But yeah, so I was standing in line and I was just very nervous, and I was like holding my Puniko plush close to me because I was just so nervous. I, I had tried racking my mind for weeks on like what to say to Shinri when I got inside, and I couldn't think of much, and I just was just like, I can't think of much. I can't. I just so I just said, you know what, we're just going to I'm just going to I don't know. I was just like, we're just gonna wing it. We're just going to wing it. We're gonna improv it, whatever. So I'm waiting in line, and I get up, and I asked the staff assistant there. I was like, "Is taking like a selfie okay?" And I said it in Japanese, but she was speaking to me in English, and then she was like, "You speak Japanese?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Whoa, wow, nice." And I was just like, "I'm just very nervous." I was just like, "Kincho shimasu." And she's like, "Oh no, don't worry. I mean, you're wearing a cute outfit. You look great." She's like, "I'm nervous." I'm like, "You're nervous?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm nervous." And I'm just like, "Why is the assistant? Why is the staff nervous?" I think she said that to make me feel better, but afterwards I just couldn't help but be like, "Wait, why was she nervous? She's been." I was like, well, maybe it's her first like year doing being on the Holoexpo staff. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so finally it's my time. So you go in, they have like a little box for you to put like your stuff down. So I'm like, okay, I'll put my stuff down here. And so the 2 minutes start as soon as you put on like the headset. And I just want to say that Shinri was so nice. I'm still grinning like an idiot when I think about it. Which was very fun because it was so nice, like seeing everybody go in and then they would come out with like the biggest smiles on their face. And I understand. I came out with the biggest smile on my face. He was so nice. He was so kind. Um, I told him that his advice about content creation has been very helpful, and I told him that I look up to him as well as a streamer. I told him that I hope he's having a great time in Japan. He said he has, Axel's been taking him and the boys out to many places. I told him, oh, be sure to have yakiniku, and I was like, oh, I love yakiniku. It's like my guilty pleasure because I like to go to yakiniku too much, and he's like, he totally understood. I do want to say it was funny when I walked in, because when I walked in and sat down, I said hi, and then I was just like, oh, hey, Saturn. Hello. Welcome in. Long time no see. Hello. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, I remember I walked in and I was just like, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know where to start. And he's like, well, let's start with your name. And I was just like, oh, that's smart. Oh, wait, you reminded me of me grinding GBF. This honestly would have been like a Zatsu GBF grinding stream, but I decided not to do that because I actually do have plans after this and so I didn't want to get distracted by grinding GBF and then have the stream go on for too long. Yeah, oh gosh, it was so amazing. Shinri is just as nice and sweet as he is on stream. Like I always say that watching his streams is like drinking like a cup of like tea, like chamomile tea, like just a nice cup of tea, and you feel so warm. And that's just how he is as a person. He's so warm. I was really happy to hear about him. Being happy with other boys in Japan, and yeah. And then when you leave, you're like, just like, oh, I should have said something, but I didn't. Wait, there is one picture I wanted to show, actually. Shoot, I should have saved this earlier. So one thing, okay, I'm gonna move it to, okay, so while I'm moving this to Drive, I'll explain. But one thing is that everyone who got to get a meet and greet also got a signed postcard from the talent. So I have a signed postcard from Shinri that I absolutely plan to frame. I plan to frame it, but I need to get a better frame for it. I need to actually get a better frame for it. I don't have a nice frame for it. So I need to get a frame for it and like hang it up somewhere because I'm gonna adore this forever. Um, oh my gosh, sorry, it's not working. I would show you guys like the picture I have, but like I'm afraid that reveals too much information about me. So you guys are gonna get a picture of my plush and the postcard, and that's it. I'm sorry, it's just for privacy reasons. If I show you a picture of me, I just don't think it's gonna be a good one. Hello, Phantom. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're having a good one. If my phone could figure out to stop being such a little bitch, please, I want to move you to Google Drive. This should not be this hard. Okay, Google, Gmail, Line, Meet. Why isn't this in alphabetical order? Okay. Oh my gosh. I want to show you guys the picture and it's not cooperating. Okay, here we go. New upload. Here we go, new upload. Is my channel 18 plus? It is 18 plus. I prefer adults only to watch. Not that I'll necessarily be doing lewd stuff all the time. Not in this stream, but I do make, I swear like a sailor, and I sometimes make adult jokes. So, yeah. Oh no, so like I have the picture, right? But I need to put it in my Google Drive so that I can show you guys. So I can basically show it to you guys on my computer. Because it's on my phone, so I need to send it to my computer somehow. Okay, it's on. Okay, now I go to Drive. Okay, it's being uploaded to Drive. Okay, it's uploaded. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute, that's the wrong picture! No! That is not the picture I wanted to upload. What the hell? I uploaded the wrong picture. Oh no. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Uploaded the wrong damn picture. Leave then, I guess. Thank you for respecting my boundaries. I understand. No offense. Kids are all... thank you for respecting my boundaries. Bye-bye. Yeah, guys. Kiddos are all good and stuff, but I make my channel 18 plus just to avoid any possible headaches and stuff like that. Okay. Are you gonna upload? Okay, uploaded one file. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me download. I am 30 years old. Okay. I'm a 30 years old kid. If that's not a mood. Well, I'm not 30 yet. I'm only 24. But like, if that's not a mood, I sometimes feel like I am not an adult. Does that make sense? Like, I it's just like you're just like, am I an adult? And it's like, yeah, you're an adult. And I'm just like, that doesn't seem right. Okay, downloads. Aha, here we go. Okay. Oh gosh, this picture's huge. Okay, 1 second. The picture's like very, very huge. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the signed postcard I got, and that's Star and Puriko. The plush I have. And then I took this in my hotel room. So this isn't where I actually live. This is my hotel room. This is my hostel room. But yeah, this was everyone who had a meet and greet got a signed postcard from the person that, you know, they saw. So I got a signed postcard from Shinri. So it has his signature and a little message as well. So again, I am going to cherish that card forever, and I need to go. I think I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to head to the mall and find a good frame for it, honestly, because it needs a good frame. Oh, when I go to the mall, I need to go shopping tomorrow because I need to get more Sanrio, Oshi, Katsu stuff. But yeah, so basically after my meet and greet, right, I had basically the whole day ahead of me to do stuff. And oh, you watch Hollow Stars too? Oh my gosh, I love Axel and Altair too. Hmm, they're both funny. Axel had his new outfit reveal today. Oh yeah, because of Reaper. Yeah, that's funny. That's the opposite for me. I only heard of Reaper because of them. Oh no, RPR. I have to say RPR because apparently you don't pronounce it Reaper. It's RPR. I remember I used to say Reaper, and my sister, because she watches them too, she's like, Coco, who the fuck is Reaper? And I'm just like, Reaper! And she's like, it's RPR. And I'm like, you mean to tell me this entire time it's not Reaper? She's like, why the fuck would it be Reaper? I'm like, look at the word. You know, I thought it was just a cool way. You know how people like will take a word and like just get rid of the vowels, right? So you'll pronounce it, you know, the same way, but they get rid of the vowels to make it look cool. So I'm thinking I'm calling this dude Reaper the whole fucking time. And no, it's RPR. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Yeah, I saw that he did. He moved to Japan recently. Good for him. Yeah, good for him. But yeah, that's okay. Again, sidetracked, but like, look, it's not my fault. It looks like Reaper, okay? Like, it's not. Am I the only one who thought it'd be cool? That it was cool that was what he went by. I mean, it fitted with his whole theme too. So I'm thinking, yeah, Reaper. That makes sense. Apparently not. So back to Holoexpo, I had one day. So basically, there was a modern talk afterwards. It was a really cute segment, but there was some time before then. So I, you know, walked around, took more pictures. They had like little 3D shorts. So I was watching those. I was taking pictures of like the standees and everything, you know, just walking around, looking everywhere, stuff like that. So the modern talk was in some time. So the modern talk is just basically them talking to people at the expo. So the first batch that was up was Altair, Fleon, and Shinri. So they were, you know, it was like kind of like it's kind of like a panel, like if you're at a panel, if that makes sense, right? You know, they can see you, you can see them. So it was like kind of at a panel. So that was so cute. It was so much fun. They played like a game where like they gave different things, like, you know, everyone had to raise their hand, and then it's just like, all right, put your hand, like keep your hand up if you like, you know, do X or whatever. That was very fun. They were absolutely melting hearts. I think it was very nice seeing the support they had from Japanese fans, because you always wonder about like that language barrier. But no, the Japanese fans absolutely loved him. Fleon was melting hearts, man. He was melting hearts. I could tell. Like the crowd just was like the crowd was just like, "Go!" He was melting hearts there. But yeah, the monitoring talk was very fun. So after the monitoring talk, I was like, okay, what do I do next? So I decided to go to like the stream area, because they had a lot of events going on that was like being streamed simultaneously on YouTube. So they had an area where if you were at Holoexpo, you could like sit down and like actually watch it too. So I was like, okay, let me go do that. Because they were showing like a free preview of the fest, the concert, and then after that they had karaoke done by some of the Hollow Stars guys. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch those. So I watched both of those. They were great. I didn't have a ticket to the concert. I didn't decide to, but it was just amazing to see the concert, the little bits of the concert, and seeing everyone up there dancing and stuff. So then the karaoke song came on, and I was like, cool. So at this point, right, I was watching the time because I had ordered food. So basically the food this year at Holoexpo was like they had basically food and drinks done in the image of their talents and stuff. So each drink and set came with like a little, either like a poster or like a little like little card or whatever, you know. So they had a thing this year where you could pre-order your food, and then you would be able to select the time to go pick it up. So that's what I did. Apparently they did it this year because last year they ran out of food. there were so many people that just ran out of food. So this year they decided to take pre-orders for the food. So I had ordered my food like a week before, because they had them open on like the website. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll order my food, you know, before time, and then I'll go pick it up. So my food time to go pick it up was at 2:15. So I said, cool. The karaoke ended at like 2:30, so I left a little bit. I had left it a little bit early to make my way over to the food area, right? So I make my way to the food area around 2 o'clock, a little bit early. And turns out they were only just starting to serve people at like who were there for like 12:30. Turns out they were behind when it came to people, because there was just there, like I said, there were so many people there, y'all. They were behind. Because, like, on day one, they had two areas. They had two lines for food. One line was for people who had pre-ordered, and the other line was for people who were getting food that day. So, but there were so many people that they ended up getting behind. So, originally, I was supposed to get my food, like, around 2:15. I didn't end up getting my food until 5:30. The line was very, very long, and it was very, very, very behind. So yeah, it was kind of frustrating. My phone ended up dying because I ran out of charge. I ended up missing the second monitor and talk that I wanted to see because I was like, waiting for the food and stuff. I heard it was worse for other people because some people, they had like, tickets for the concert. So the concert, I think the latest concert started at like 6. And so they were like, yo, I need to get my food or else I'm going to be late. So they had to like make some adjustments. They ended up giving refunds to people who weren't able to get their food. And I was just like, damn, if I would have saw that, but I didn't see it because they announced it on Twitter and my phone was dead. So I'm like, if I would have saw that, I probably would have just went with the refund. Because the food was long. So eventually I do get my food. I got like the meat Comet burger and kind of like I said, and then I got the Holostars drink. The Holostars came with a poster. It was an A3 poster, which I didn't realize. I thought it would come with a little card. It came with an A3 poster. I was like, hell yeah. So I need to get that hung up. I thought it was B4 and I brought a frame for B4 and it was too small. So I'm like, okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna go buy an A3 frame because I need to. So I need to go get that. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But yeah, at that point I was like, well, I need to get back to my apartment. So not my apartment, my hostel. So I just left. And I luckily met someone who had a charging battery and we were on the same bus. So they let me charge my phone a bit. So I was able to put some juice into it before I left. Thankfully, so that way I could get back to my hostel because I could only remember like one half of the way. So yeah, I get back to my hostel, I have dinner, I sleep. So again, I did not get tickets to day 2, unfortunately. I saw all the happiness on Twitter though, thanks to people on Twitter. So I saw all the happiness on Twitter and, I was on my way back and, I was in the airport, waiting for my flight back and seeing all the cool stuff and yeah. And yeah, that was that's my recap. Honestly, my feet were so hurting by the end of the day. My feet felt like they were gonna die, right? I was standing in line for so long. But my heart was so full. It was the best thing ever, y'all. It was the best thing ever. I have absolutely no regrets. I wish if I could do it all over again, I would. And I want to go back next year. Holoexpo next year, I want to go. And I think I'm going to go for the concerts this time too. It was amazing. Why am I tearing up? I think I'm tearing up because when I had went last week to Holoexpo, I was also feeling bad about my own content and creation. I'm sure you guys have noticed that I had been canceling streams a lot and haven't really been being active, and I was in a slump. I still kind of am. I'm getting out of it, I think. But I was in a very much of a slump with my content, and I was, in that state of mood of being like, my content's no good. What's the point? Maybe I should just quit and this right here, there's no point going on or whatever. And for some odd reason, going to Holoexpo and seeing, talking to other fans and talking to other people and, hearing the talents, talk about how happy they were and the challenges that they had faced to get here and how so many of them they started from like only nothing and they worked their way and seeing their hard work finally pay off just kind of inspired me with my own journey. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it made me not want to give up anymore, I think. um I don't want to stop creating, because I wanted to be a VTuber because I always wanted to create stuff like this. I've always wanted to stream and make videos, but I was just, I didn't want to show my face, right? I think a lot of people, right, VTubing, allows you for a brief second you're not who you are in real life. None of your real life matters, whatever it is. You are this model, you're this character, right? So for the little bit of time, you can just, do whatever you want. I'm Pebble. Thank you so much. Thank you. Cute icon. Thank you for joining us. The eyes are quite blinding though. My eyes? Well, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. They're blinding because they're so full of love and appreciation for everyone who watches me. Yeah, so going to Holoexpo honestly was a very inspiring thing. And it's made me inspired and I'm gonna keep on chugging along with my content. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So, oh, let me take this picture off screen so that we can see chat. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Let me take that picture off screen so that we can see both chats. See, I have YouTube and Twitch chat lined up, right? All looking nice. But yeah, I think it's inspired me to keep on chugging along. No one gets to the top immediately. Everyone's pace is a different pace in this life, and I shouldn't just give up on what I'm doing just because there are going to be people who have been doing this less than me who will be more popular and bigger than me. But I also know that there are also some people, especially my community that I have, it might be small, but a lot of you guys have been supporting me since day one, whether you're just recently gotten here. And I do want to say thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot. And going to Holoexpo and seeing all the fans that were there and happy and excited, and it just made my heart feel full. And seeing all the talents like have their hearts be made full by seeing all the fans, like it was like a feedback loop of happiness, if that makes sense, like a feedback loop of happiness. And it's really made me want to continue my journey as well. I don't want to stop VTubing. I don't want to stop streaming, and I certainly don't want to stop making videos either. It's fun. What I'm doing right now is fun. When I stream, I'm very happy to be able to stream. So I do want to say again, thank you all so much for your patience with me as I adjust to as I adjusted to changing my time schedule because I had a big move and everything. So I do want to say thank you all. I appreciate it. And going to Holoexpo just really made me think, one day I would love to be on a stage like that. I would love to be on a concert stage because I used to perform. I was in choir. I went to an art school and I was in choir and stuff like that, but I haven't performed in years. But streaming gives me the chance to perform again. That's why I also like doing ASMR because it's like a performance. So it's nice to be able to perform again, but I also couldn't help but watch, the little bit of the concert that I did and think, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to perform like that, to sing and to dance? I think that would be very cool if I could do that again. So, yeah. So I'm so happy I was able to go to Holoexpo. It was an amazing experience, and I hope that I can go again next year. Um, so yeah, and I'm also going to try to go. So Hollow Stars is having a fifth anniversary live, and it's an actual in-person concert. It's a streaming concert as well. But I'm gonna try to go to the in-person one because I really, 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 really want to. I've never actually been to an Idol concert, even though I'm an Idol fan and I want to go. So I tried again. So I did, enter my thing in the lottery, and I want to try to go. Um, See them actually in person. I think that would be a great experience. I'm Yeah. So it's been a week. It's been an inspiring week, but I'm definitely going to. Ooh, excuse me. I am going to have so much fun. So I yeah, so that's what my weekend, that's what last weekend was. Besides that, I just, went back to work. In Japan right now, it's like spring break right now for the students. So they had their closing ceremony, and then now we are in spring break for them. So we're all preparing for the new school year, and I'm excited. I've been preparing a lot of things for the new students as well. Um, I have many plans for the next year. So I'm a little worried. I know they're going to be nervous because first year into high school they're going to be nervous, but I can't wait to see all of them. I'm a little bit nervous too, but I'm used to my school now. I was very nervous when I first got here, but everyone at my school has been so nice, and all the teachers are so kind, and they're always so helpful, and I love them so much. I need to like get gifts for them. Hi, Jazz. Hello, hello. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I consider myself lucky. I don't because I'm just an assistant, so I don't have as much work as the other teachers do. So I see all the other teachers, rushing around and all this work and stuff that they have for the new school year, and I'm just like, wow. I try to be like, "Do you guys need any help?" And they're like, "No, we're probably okay because, my Japanese is still elementary, not elementary, but it's not, it's not at a business level yet. Let's just say that it's not at business level, so I would probably be more of a hindrance than a help." um, but I in the meantime I'm preparing my materials and stuff for the new school year, and I have a lot of big, um, things and stuff, so I'm excited. But yeah, it's been so cute seeing like the new first years because they've been coming to school to like for registration and stuff like that, and they all look so cute. They're nervous, because like they're like what 13, 14, they're like fetuses to me. They're like fetuses to me. So you know it's nice seeing all of them. So yeah, they're probably nervous out of their mind, right? I mean, I know when I got into high school, I was kind of nervous. I mean, the school I went to was a combined middle school, high school. So, like, it was like, I was used to seeing high school students around, and it wasn't like scary to me or anything like that. Um, but yeah, like, it's exciting. So, it's exciting for the new school year. So, that's what we're preparing for right now. But, yeah. I want to go back. I'm sorry. I want to go back to Hollow Expo. I want to do it all over again. I want to go back. I want to do it all over again. I want next year to come already. I want to go back in time, or I want to fast forward to next year so we can do it again. um, I'm really excited, but I am super duper excited. I cannot believe that Hollow Stars is getting their fifth anniversary. They made the announcement at Hollow Expo, but guess what? I missed the announcement and I had to see it online instead because I was, waiting for food. I I think next year I'm not going to go for the food. They're going to have like some amazing bonuses with the food next year because I have trust issues now. Like I know they were doing their best and everything, but like it was still frustrating because, you know, I bought my food ahead of time and we're still having issues. So ugh, it was so frustrating. So yeah, I think next time I go to Holoexpo next year, no food. No food for me. Well, I mean, obviously I'll eat food, but like not from the venue. Right? I'm gonna go somewhere else to get food. But I think that's the tricky part, right? Because getting in takes so long that by the time you get in, you don't want to leave unless you need to, or you're leaving for like final because getting in takes so fucking long. Like one thing I liked about Grand Blue Fest. So Grand Blue Fest was at Tokyo Big Sight. And Tokyo Big Sight is like the biggest convention center in in um in Japan. Actually, Grand Blue Fest and Niji Sanji Fest actually happened the same weekend at the same place. Both of them happened at Tokyo Big Sight. Oh, hi Jazz! Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you for subscribing. I forgot that I had that bot notifications on. But thank you for subscribing. But yeah, like I one thing about Grand Blue Fest that I liked is because Grand Blue Fest, they also had special food. But they didn't have like pre-orders for it, so you had to wait in line like everybody else. And the line was so fucking long. I was like, I'm not doing this. I said, I'm not waiting that long ass line. So in the venue, without having to actually leave the actual like fest, right? I just got like food somewhere else, like in the cafeteria. All right, no problem. Thank you for dropping by, Pebbly. Bye bye. Thank you. But yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, I wish it was like this time. Because, you know, the Makuhari Messe is a nice place, right? It is a nice place. But I just think there was just so many people, right? There were so many people. And if you think about next year, there's going to be even more people, right? Because, you know, year by year, it just grows. So I'm thinking they're going to have to get a bigger convention center. I mean, Makuhari is already pretty big. The convention center was already pretty big, but I'm thinking maybe they should have it at Tokyo Big Sight because Tokyo Big Sight is the biggest convention center. It's bigger than Makuhari. So I think personally they should have it at Tokyo Big Sight. And I'm not just saying this because I like how Tokyo Big Sight looks. Tokyo Big Sight looks really cool. Okay, it looks really cool. If you're confused, literally just look up like pictures of it. It looks really, really cool. Like the building is like in the shape of like atop the building's like in the shape of like this like pyramid thing. It looks like something you would see at like Vegas. It looks really cool. So maybe I'm just biased because I've been there twice. So I went there twice for Tokyo Big Sight. The first time I went to Tokyo Big Sight was in 2018. It was for a Dojin event. It wasn't like Comic-Con specifically, it was like a different Dojin event. But I went there for the first time with a friend and that was cool. And then I went there again last December for Grand Blue Fest. It's a really nice site. It's like on the water too. It's like right on the coast. So like the views there are also super duper gorgeous. Very nice convention center. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yeah, like it's just yeah, again, the crowd management at Expo was really good, so it's not like there was ever any danger of crowd rush or anything, though there was sometimes when I was waiting for food that I felt claustrophobic because there was like so many people. So if you're someone who's not good with claustrophobia, I would recommend maybe not go into a big event like this. But yeah, so but it was a great time. But I think it's also at the Makuhari Messe because of the concert though, because I think the Messe also has a concert hall, so if it's like right next to the concert, then that makes sense. But maybe they could find a bigger space for it. It would be very cool if they could, I think, because obviously Hololife's popularity is only going to, you know, go up from here, so eventually they might need to find a bigger place for it too. Um, but I'm also excited for the Hollow Stars 5th anniversary live. I saw the announcement and I was squealing. I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" I always wanted that. I was hoping that they would have a live while I'm here. So I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" Um, I really hope that I can go. I would love to. Plus, if I go this time, I don't have to take off for work because it's in the evening, which means I could literally take the Shinkansen or like a plane ride there, and I would only have to stay like over the weekend, so on a Saturday, and then I could come back on Sunday and go to work on Monday. So, yeah. So I'm hoping I get to go because this time, if I go, I don't have to take a day off of work because it's in the evening. It's like at 6. So, hopefully I get in. There's only 2 rounds of lotteries for this one. There's 2 rounds of lotteries. So hopefully I can get in. I'm really nervous because there's the venue that it's at can only fit up to 3,000 people. So it's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal if I have to try to get in for general sale because God only knows if there's going to be any general sale left over by the time we get there. Um, but yeah, it was. I think that was the best part of Expo was just seeing all the other fans there. There were so many other Hollow Stars fans, and I'm so mad at myself. I cannot believe that I didn't have the gal to just go up there and talk to them. I was such a little baby. I was too scared. But I saw so many people that I recognized from Twitter and everything. Um, I was just like, oh, Japan's fortune system. Good luck. Thank you. I hope so. It's kind of funny though, because for Grand Blue Fest, I literally won the ticket like on the first thing. Like I literally won the ticket so easily. It was just boom. And I was just like I didn't even want to necessarily super duper go to Grand Blue Fest, but I literally won so easily. And I was just like, hey man, please this time. It's like, are you there, God? It's me, Fiona. Are you there, God? Please, please let me get into this. I'll never ask you for anything again. Well, that's a lie. I'll ask you the next time there's another. I'll ask you next time there's another thing. But yeah. Oh, I do have another thing to talk about that's not Holoexpo, but it has to do with stream. So, like I said, after going to Holoexpo, I have been inspired and I want to stream even more and make even more content. Oh, thank you for the sub, Pebble. Oh, Stream Elements bot. They already left, but you're now just saying thank you. Ah, Stream Elements bot. We love you, even if you're slightly dumb. But as I was saying, like I said, I want to level up my streaming. And so, since it was payday this past week, I finally bought myself a stream deck. If you don't know what a stream deck is, it's basically this little thing that has like a set of buttons on it. And these buttons you can set to be whatever you want. You can set them to be shortcuts and stuff like that. And they are very, very helpful for a stream. And so instead of having to cycle through a bunch of windows and everything, I can easily use this stream deck instead. And I'll just click on it. Well, not click on it. I'll tap it and it'll do it for me. So for example, if I want to mute myself, I can mute myself easily. I can switch scenes easily. And it's very helpful for VTube Studio because I can do a bunch of easy toggles, right? My toggles have never been easier. So I have my angry toggle, of course. My blush toggle. I have hard eyes. I know someone said my eyes were absolutely blinding. Well, my hard eyes make them look even more blind, right? Star eyes as well. Oh, my favorite one are my light sticks. Right? So if you can see the one that was on my thumbnail, my favorite ones are my light sticks. I love these things. This is probably one of my favorite toggles so much. They're like my favorite toggles of all time are my light stick toggles. I love these things so much. Cute. Thank you, Nathan. Hello, hello. But yeah, my light stick toggles are my favorite ones. Did you see that Roboru got an outfit? Roboru got an outfit, a new outfit, and he also has light sticks. Sorry. Exactly. I look ready for a concert, right? So those are my favorite ones. And then I also like the way they go down because they don't just simply disappear. They like go down like I'm actually putting them down. And then of course I have my wand as well because you can't be a magical girl without a wand. Oh, sorry. I tried to blink, but I forgot that I have my my eyes are connected together because when they are not, it makes me look like I'm like half asleep. So they're connected, so I can't do my wink. Yeah, so it is much easier for me to do my toggles. And then of course I have some other toggles that they're not my own toggles technically, they're just like toggles I have on, so I can make myself grow bunny ears using assets. That one's always fun. I have a system I use called Twitch integrated throw system, aka tits for short. So this only works so only Twitch users can activate it. Sorry, YouTube. There's no similar program for YouTube yet. But thanks to my Stream Deck, I no longer have to open up the program and mess around with my hotkeys and stuff like that. Instead, I can just have it activate like this. And if you don't know what throws TITS does, it basically throws things at my model, like this. Come on! Oh my gosh. Tits. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess apparently tits did not want to work for some odd reason. Here, let me try this again. What the? Oh, okay. Well, apparently it only wants to work once I have the thing up, which... Okay. Ew. Oh, wait. This thing is barely connected to my VTS, though. Oh. Okay. Well, okay. You're not even hitting me there. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Just set this thing. Oh, it's not connected. Okay, give me 1 second. It is not connected to VTS. And that's why it's acting funky. There we go. Okay. 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 Let's try this. Let's try this. Oh. No. Oh. Nope. Okay. Let's just try this again. Sorry. Oh. Okay. Oh, look. Is it really a me stream if I don't have some sort of... I don't have some sort of thing going on? YouTube could activate. I think there's some... Is it? I think so, yeah. See, I have it set up like that on... Okay, there we go. I have it set up like that on my Twitch, too, because I use another plugin for that. Ow! Okay, see? There you go. Now it's actually responding, to things that get hit by me. So usually on Twitch, I'll have different redeems that people can use to redeem stuff. But I'll have to look into it for YouTube. Thank you for the tip, Nathan. I'll have to look into it for YouTube as well, since I multi-stream on both. But yes, so this handy-dandy Stream Deck is very helpful for me. I wish I had it sooner. And, you know, I always said that I was going to get one, but I kept putting it off. Also, one thing I like about it is that I can get it to open my programs, which is very helpful. I can just click 1, 2, 3 buttons and then boom, it'll be open. And it's very helpful. So this Stream Deck, I have what model do I have? I think it's MK2. It's the it's from Elgato, the MK2. It has 15 buttons, which I think is more than enough for me, because they have a smaller one and they have a bigger one, but the bigger one had like 30 buttons, and I'm like, okay, I do not need 30 fucking buttons. Well, no, I didn't think 30 buttons. I think the bigger one had like 40. I'm like, okay, I do not need 40 buttons. But I don't want only like 5 buttons, right? So the 15 button one honestly was perfect. And plus you can make folders too. So like I have a folder for OBS and then a folder for VTube Studio. So very, 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 very helpful. I love it to death. It is amazing. So once again, I honestly really, really heavily recommend it. Best thing ever. What is next? So, like I said, leveling up and streaming once again. See, hello, Lyrene. Hello. I hope I'm saying that right, Lyrene. Hello. Thank you for stumbling. I'm glad that you were able to stumble in here. Hello. We are just chatting. I was showing off all my cool things I recently got for stream. So we were just chatting, but thank you for joining us. So, yes, I am leveling up my stream surely but surely. Right, no, that's not how the thing goes. Slowly but surely. There we go. Slowly but surely. We are going along that thing. So, yeah, I am excited. After going to Holoexpo, I feel rejuvenated and I feel inspired. I think also what's hard about making content and working a full-time job is that oftentimes you work that full-time job and then by the time you come home, you're just so tired, you don't feel like doing anything. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. My papa is an amazing artist and he did great work for my model. So thank you. But yeah, after Holoexpo, I feel rejuvenated. Whew. Rejuvenated. I feel rejuvenated, renovated, inspired. Going to Holoexpo was very, very inspiring. Or just need food and sleep. I mean, it's like, well, thanks to my full-time job, I'm able to invest into my streaming, because, model, assets, all this stuff costs money. And, I'm not at the point where I'm making, more money than I do in real life. But sometimes you just come home from a long day of work and you just feel tired, right? Or from school, whatever. I'm still wondering how on earth, when I was in college, I was in college full-time. I was working a job. I had an on-campus job. It was only part-time, but I was working like the max part-time hours, which was like 28. So I was working 28 hours and I was streaming. Well, I was streaming 3 days a week. I only streamed 3 days a week. I don't know how I did it, but apparently I did. But now I go like do, my 8 hours of work and I come home and I'm just like, I'm sleepy. Or I'm just like tired and I need to unwind and I'm just like, okay. And my way of unwinding is literally getting on my computer, opening up Final Fantasy 14 and just playing. Final Fantasy 14 is just one of my favorite games right now. That's just literally, it's either Final Fantasy 14, it's Stardew Valley, it's just some simple, cozy game that's just easy to play and I just go. I just go play. It's just sometimes, and that's how it is after work. And I do that until it's time to go to bed. Because I just come back tired. And it's like, wait, no. And that time that you come back from work, you can work on streaming stuff, Like I need to work on clips, right? I gotta work on clips. I need to work on thumbnails. I gotta work on more ASMR videos because I am guilty and I haven't put up an ASMR video since December. I haven't done ASMR since December. Oops, it's March. So yeah, so that's where it becomes a struggle, is between relaxing and unwinding, and you need to do stream work. But one of the ways I've been trying to not treat it as work, right? So I've been trying to not treat it as work and say, hey, there's some stuff you need to do for content stream. But so I'm trying not to call it work. I'm trying to call it something else, maybe activities or whatever. Stardew Valley is so goated. We just got the 1.6 update. I plan on streaming that on Sunday. Hopefully by then some of the mods that I use. I'm only waiting for like my one of the mods to be updated one of my main mods, and then my cosmetic ones, I don't give a shit. The cosmetic ones aren't updated, whatever. They can get updated, whatever. But there's this one mod that I absolutely need to have. So hopefully that gets updated. But yeah, what do I say? I have a cup of tea, chill out with my game, and I just do nothing. I just do nothing, you know. Oh wait. Speaking, wait. I gotta go. I have another picture to show. I made karaage today. You don't know what karaage is? It's just like Japanese fried chicken. But it was absolutely delicious, and I made it today. I made that myself, and I need to show this, because I'm actually proud of myself for cooking today. Because admittedly, I am someone who likes to order food way too much. So I need to. But that's what I mean. Like, you know, you come home and you just want to chill, you know? So I'm trying to tell myself, hey, this is something you want to do, right? And I'm like, yeah. So it's not work. And I'm like, well, it is work. And then it's like, okay, but it's not like work we have to do in order to survive. It's work that we like to do. And you're like, yes, this is work that I like to do. So that's what I'm trying to motivate myself, because I like making ASMR. I just need to, you know, motivate myself to get it fucking recorded. And, you know, so I'm trying to, you know, be like, don't treat it as work, treat it as your hobby. It's just like, this isn't work, it's your hobby. And I'm like, wait a minute, yes, this is my hobby. I'm trying not to treat my hobby as work, you know? Like, sure, I like to make money off of this, but like, I don't want it to just be work, you know? I want it to also be something that I genuinely enjoy. I genuinely enjoy. So, yeah. So that's what I've been trying to tell myself, you know. Who's back? Oh, I need to stop looking at Discord while I'm streaming. Sorry, I'm in so many Discords, and so someone's just like, this is happening, and I'm like, what's happening? And I'm like, wait, no, don't get distracted. You're streaming now. You need to not get distracted. Oh, I also wanted to say thank you for letting me hit 60 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you. So happy. It's very small, but you know, one step. My goal this year. Woo, sorry, I sneezed. My goal this year is to hit 1,000 on YouTube. Because that's the first step to being, you know, monetized. So I'd like to hit 1,000 on YouTube. So thank you so much for letting me hit 60. I appreciate it. They say people love what they do, don't work a day in their life. But I say they work harder than anyone else. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. You know what? You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right. The people who work the hardest are the people. Hi, Mira. Hello. How's it hanging? Hello. But you are right about that. The hardest thing I would say is like when you do like creative work, because I think that's very easy. Like I see it when people like look at people who are in the creative sphere. So maybe they're doing art, you know, like architecture, design, graphic design, art, storyboarding, you know, acting, theater, you know, anything in that creative sphere. A lot of people will be like, oh, well, aren't you lucky? You know, you get to do your hobby for a living and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's also fucking crazy because it's not no longer a hobby, it's your work, right? So like when it's just a hobby, right, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it, right? It's just your hobby, do whatever makes you happy. But when it becomes full-time work, that's where you got to pay attention, right? You got to be careful because this is your livelihood now. So it's very much still, you know, a great thing to be able to, you know, make money off of what I do. And I do want to make, you know, continue to grow and stuff. But I'm basically, because I am employed full time, you know, in real life, thankfully, I do not have as big of a stake, I feel like. Into making sure every single thing I do needs to be successful. Like I don't depend on this to pay my bills, you know? That's what my real job is for. I don't. So it is definitely kind of a weight off your shoulder in a way. It might make me have less time to do it, of course, but it is a huge weight off my shoulder that I do not have to constantly be looking at my analytics, constantly be like, okay, I need to change this and change this and change that. I need to do this and X and Y and Z, because I certainly can do X and Y and Z if I want to. But at the same time, I just, yeah, it's like stressful in certain ways. I do want to grow. I do want to, grow. I think that would be nice. I would like to have more followers and stuff. So that is what I'm trying to figure out next. I'm just trying not to be too stressed about it, but yeah, I just try to figure out, like, how do you how do you do how do you grow, right? That's like, I think that's like the number one question anyone asks is, it's like, how how do you grow, I guess, is a good question. So it's definitely something that, like, I need to look into. But yeah, how do you do, like, how do you grow, I guess? But like, everyone asks that question, and I think the answer I've been seeing from people when it comes to YouTubing, and just YouTubing in general, not just VTubing specifically, is you have to diversify your content. Not diversify your content. You have to diversify your channel. Okay, how do I put this in, like, okay, I'm not gonna, okay, basically you have to post to more than just one platform. So if you're a streamer, right, you stream to Twitch, let's say, or you stream to YouTube. So you stream, that's great. But it's also good to, like, have, for example, clips, make clips, put those clips on, well, now YouTube Shorts, put those clips on TikTok. Sorry, pay no mind to the motorcycle gang that is always riding through here. I don't know why. But they're like, put your clips, on other sites. So that's one thing I'm working on. I'm trying to make more clips for, like, TikTok and stuff. I suck at editing. So I'm just like, is anyone going to watch these things with minimal editing? Because, like, a lot of the clips I see have, like, this, really extensive editing, and, they have sound effects and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I hope so. I need to figure out shorts, because I have 0 views on mine, and I'm just like, okay, well, that's not what I thought it would be. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've seen people with, like, super extensive editing, and I'm like, that's great and all, but, like, do I have to do that? I suck at video editing. I really do. I am not the best at video. Own editors, or they were into editor. See, that's the thing. And then people talk about, get an editor, and I've been looking into editors. But, like, well, like, they cost money, and I'm not surprised they cost money, but it's like, I'm wondering, at the point that I am in this, should I really be investing a lot of money into shorts? So, like, that's where I'm at right now. I want to have a lot of shorts, but I'm also like, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of money. I'm like, well, it's gonna be a lot of money, right? And then, I'm not big enough to have people make, clips of me because they want to, right? Like, those big people, like, Hololive or Niji Sanji or Rishoujo, right? You have people who make clips of them already, right? Because they're just so big. They're so big that by making clips of them, you could grow your own channel if you have clips. Though you gotta be careful, though, because apparently YouTube's cracking down on, like, clips or whatever, because they're claiming them as reused content. Which, okay, reuse content. I understand if it's someone else's content you're reusing or whatever, but people are getting striked apparently for reusing their own content. I'm like, how are you striking me for reusing my own content? That's like saying I'm plagiarizing myself. How can I plagiarize myself? I'm me. This tab. Oh, that's always fun. I do that too many times because like I'll have my Twitch and YouTube on mute a lot of times just in case I'm not paying. Because like I also have Netflix, so if I'm watching Netflix, I don't want to have like those other ones playing if I'm on a stream. And then I'll be like, why can't I hear anything? I think this streamer's muted, and I'm like, no, they're not muted. I'm just dumb. I'm just okay. I forgot to mute it, so that's just me. But yeah, so like the whole thing with like editing and stuff like that, learning about edits, so many tutorials are just fluff and sponsorships. See, that's the thing. There's and like don't get me wrong, there's so many tutorials on like editing. I'm just sometimes I just do not have a good attention span, and for some odd reason I watch them and then I'll get bored halfway through and I'm like, okay. So I think for me, I'm just gonna try to use like bare bones editing. Okay, so one thing I do like is I like editing on TikTok actually. I don't know what it is about TikTok editing, but it's very, I don't know if I would say intuitive, but it's very simple for me to pick up. Because for some odd reason, I have like a fancy, okay, I have DaVinci, right? I have DaVinci Resolved, which is a really good, video editing program. I got it in a bundle, in a humble bundle. So I have DaVinci Resolve, and I also have another one. I think. Do I only have DaVinci Resolve, or do I have another one? I think I only have DaVinci Resolve, and I think I have something else. And then what else do I have? I also have this other program as well. That's good for video editing, but I don't even use it. You know what I use for my video editing? Audacity, because I used it 10 years ago as a kid and I still remember how to use it, and now it hasn't really changed that much. It still looks the same, so I've been using it again because I don't want to learn a whole nother system. Sarah's a certain search optimize. Yeah, that's the thing. But like also I don't know, learning new programs for me these days is kind of weird. Like I like TikTok editing, and like for editing for like my ASMR I use Audacity. I record in Audacity. Even though I have a better audio recording program that I got in a humble bundle, like it was like a bundle for like $25 and it had like a bunch of like helpful editing stuff. So I was just like, ooh, that's a steal, because usually it's like 200, 300. So I saw it for 25 and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. I don't use it. It's on my computer. It's downloaded. I don't use it. I opened it up and I was just like, I don't feel like learning this. I watched one video tutorial and I was just like, forget it. I give up. I would rather edit on TikTok on my phone. I would rather edit in Audacity, even if Audacity is considered to be like not that good anymore. It's good enough for me. I will record in Audacity. I'm serious. I don't know why. I think it might be my ADHD, my possibly undiagnosed autism. Who knows? But I just can't. See, that's what I have. I have Vegas Pro and I have DaVinci Resolve. I do not like using either of them. I use Vegas Pro. So DaVinci Resolve is actually free. Vegas Pro was in the bundle that I bought. I used Vegas Pro like twice and I did not like either time. And both of those times, it was just meshing up recorders. Ah, why is my model moving weird? What? Well, model, what are you doing? Model, what are you doing? Ah, okay, give me 1 second. I don't know why it's, why are you freaking out? Model, you good? Model. Oh, Jesus, fuck. I don't know what was just happening. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Oh, okay. Oh dear. I just decided to have a little dance. Okay. Let me just reopen my program. I'm just gonna reopen VT. I'm just gonna reopen you. Just gonna reopen you there. I was just literally looking at my model like, why the hell am I freaking out? I just decided to have a little dance. Okay. Oh, okay. Camera on. What the? Okay, now it doesn't want to turn on. Wait a minute, is it OBS? I think it's my OBS. My OBS is assigned to be a little bitch right now. I know why this is happening. Apparently, if you start your OBS before your VTube Studio, your OBS will steal your camera from you. That makes no sense to me. It'll steal your camera from you, essentially. And it'll make your VTube Studio fuck up, because VTube Studio will be like, well, we can't do anything because your OBS is using your camera. And I'm like, no, my OBS is not using my camera. I do not have my camera on for OBS. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's fine. It's just let me see this. Let me see if it's possible for me. Let's see. How to revoke camera access from OBS. OBS, stop using my camera. How do I stop OBS from using my camera? Okay, how do I install? See, how can I do that without exiting my OBS? Oh, okay, well, I can't exit OBS because if I do, I'm gonna have to end stream. I'm gonna have to end stream to get it to give me back my camera. Tech issues are puzzle. See, I know this happened, right? And I usually open OBS, right? I usually open VTube Studio before I open OBS, but VTube Studio was being a butt, so I had to close it out. And when I closed it out, OBS snatched back my camera. Okay. Well, you know what? We're just gonna roll with this. We're just gonna roll with this because I really don't want to shut down OBS, because then I'll have to stop stream. And on YouTube, it'll be fine. But on Twitch, I'll have 2 different VODs. And I don't want to do that. I'll have 2 different VODs on Twitch. And I don't want that. No. No. We're just gonna have to roll with this. I don't here, let me just can I copy? How do I duplicate this? Nope. I want to copy you. Is there not a duplication option? Edit. Aha. Duplicate. Aha. Oh wait, no, not that. Oh dear Lord. I didn't want to do that. Okay. Okay, we're just OBS is being a hog. Okay, OBS is being a camera hog, so OBS is being a camera hog, so my VTS isn't working. Okay. Wait. There we go. There we go. That's how it is. Work tomorrow. It was good listening to your stream. Oh, thank you, Jazz. I hope you have a wonderful day at work tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. There you go. OBS is being a little bitch. I would say being a little bitch, but I don't want to upset I don't want to upset any YouTube weird filters or whatever. So we're just gonna say OBS is being a camera hog. Okay. Cause like the only way I would be able to turn this off is to, you know, stop OBS and at stop stream. So ugh, you gotta love tech issues. I'm gonna be honest though, tech issues is just kind of like my brand because every so often I will have a tech issue on stream, and it honestly at this point it's not a Coco stream without a tech issue. Okay, so this is something we want to get. We just gotta roll with it, you know. Tech issues happen to everyone. You gotta adjust, you know. You gotta adjust, adapt. You know what I mean? Adjust, adapt, overcome. All right, we're adjusting, we're adapting, we're overcoming. It's just how it be. Scuff is just seasoning. Exactly. It's just seasoning so that it's not bland. Keeps you on your toes, right? Instead of just having, you know, a simple chat and stream, you know, add some pizzazz. Have your thing break down. To be fair, this stream is already being scuffed because when I started streaming, my bitrate decided to be a little bitch. My bitrate was just like, we are actually going to act up. Oh no, you're fine. I know the exact problem, but the only way to fix it is to stop stream. So we're not doing this. We're not doing, yeah, so that's why. But yeah, when I started streaming today, my bitrate decided to act up, and I was like, that's weird. Let me check my internet. Nope, internet was fine. I did like an OBS log. Everything in OBS was fine. It's just the bitrate was like, we're not gonna cooperate today. And I'm just gonna be like, okay. Okay. So, yeah, it happens. Ooh, okay. So, that's just how it be. But yes, I am not. Let me use my capture card. Really? That's interesting. Oh, I would have never thought to use OBS for that. Bro, my capture card was acting funky. I haven't used it in a long time, but it was acting funky. Well, no, I have used it. I used it for Mario. So I don't know what was up in my capture card, but for some odd reason, it was just not working with Pokemon. It worked fine with Mario, but for some odd reason, Pokemon Scarlet Violet started like doing this weird thing where the screen would like have these like green little specks on it. And I was like, that's weird. So what I had to do was I still had my capture card, but instead of like having my Switch hooked up to the monitor, I had just used it and then used the 4K capture utility like program to like bring up so I could see what it was on my computer screen. That was a really weird time. It's gone now, but it was so weird back then. It was very interesting. I was just like, what are these green flecks? And then it just kept blinking out, and I was just like, okay, well, that was a time. But yes, I can't believe it. I can't believe I feel rejuvenated about streaming, and all I had to do was meet my Oshi in person. That was powerful. Oh my gosh, I love these captions I have on my stream now because they are really good, but some things I just do not pick up. For example, Oshi becomes Ocean. Or oh she. See? It's funny. But yeah, I can't believe all I had to do was go meet my Oshi in person. Meeting Shinri in person was honestly a life-changing experience. 10 out of 10 would do it again. I hope they have meet and greets next year too. Yeah, it was great. It was just amazing. I hope they have meet and greets next year. Like I hope Cover sees it and be like, "Oh, we should do this next year." Because you should. Cover, I'm speaking directly into your ear. You need to do meet and greets next year as well. I'm speaking directly into your ear, Cover. You will make big stonks. Okay? You will make big stonks. You will make big stonks if you do meet and greets again this year. Next year. Please do. Yeah. It was a dream come true, honestly. I can like cross that off my bucket list. I got to meet my Yoshi. Jimmy's pretty cool. I just find he's pretty thoughtful about it. He's so thoughtful. He's so kind. I said it earlier, but watching his streams to me is very... I think that's what drew me to him is I'm very chicken. I am faint of heart. So I do not play many horror games because I'm too scared to play them. And so that's his thing. His thing is he loves to play horror games, right? That's his thing, and, you know. His presence is so comforting that I have no problem watching him play horror games, even if I'm kind of scared of them. Like, I don't know how this makes sense, but he makes horror games seem not scary. And I think it's also because, like, when he plays horror games, he's, like, really into the lore part. So when he plays horror games, he's also looking for, like, a lot of the in-depth information and stuff. So it becomes, like, not scary, I guess. If that sounds really weird, but, like, and it's really weird to me. I was just like, why am I not getting scared? Because when I see anyone else play horror games, I'm like terrified. I'm shaking my boots. But like watching him play, it's like not scary at all. He also has very gap moe. The lore. He also has huge gap moe. He has huge gap. This gap moe, and I am a sucker for gap moe. I am like it's such a basic thing, but I'm a sucker for gap moe. I am a sucker for it, and he has gap moe. I'm an absolute I'm an absolute sucker for it, but it's another reason why I think he's adorable. And you're probably just like, that's a 30-year-old man. I'm like, he's adorable. to me, okay. To me and a lot of other koi panions too, we think that he's adorable. So yeah. That's another thing. That's how it is. So that's how it is. Yeah, I really like his streams, and I really like Flayon too. Flayon's also my Oshi. I think he's such a cracked voice actor, and I love watching him play visual novels because of the fact that he does voice acting with them, and it makes the stream so much more entertaining. Like, don't get me wrong, I love playing visual novels too, but I like to play them on my own, and because of that, I usually don't watch other people play them because I prefer to play them on my own. So I like visual novels, I just typically don't watch people play them because I like to play them on my own so much. But I really like watching his streams because his voice acting is so cracked. And it's really fun seeing him play and stuff like that. One of his favorite streams of mine is, I forgot the name of the game, but it had to do with dolls, and I really enjoyed his voice acting in that one. I forgot the name of the game though, but it was like a game off of itch.io. It was an indie game, and it was all about, and it was about dolls, but I forgot the name. It was a good game though. It was a very nice game though. He like the way he played it and everything was so nice. Yeah. So that's how I roll. That's how I roll. What can I say? I'm a sucker for good voice acting and gap moe. I very much am. What can I say? So yeah, I hope there's another. I hope next year. I don't know if they'll do meet and greets next year, but I think they should. Please, cover. I'm knocking on your door. I am whispering in your ear. You need to do more meet and greets. Please. Brother, pretty please, with a cherry on top. The cherry on top with whipped cream, cherry on top, sprinkles, and chocolate syrup. Please do meet and greets next year as well. Though I also hope that they can just do more meet and greets in general at other conventions as well. Especially because I feel like there's more outside conventions than in Japan anyway, so. I was very happy to get the chance to do a meet and greet because I usually don't go to too many conventions in the US. They're usually never where I am. I usually don't have the budget because travel is way more expensive in the US than it is over here. Um, so yeah, I haven't been to a convention in the US in such a long time, honestly. It's just it's gotten conventions have gotten really expensive, after, booking, all the fees, and then after, paying for badges. And you know what I also liked about the meet and greets that they did is that they were affordable. Um so the meet and greets for Holoexpo for Holo Stars, they were 1,100 yen, which is like around $10, maybe USD. Less than that probably though because of the awful fucking currency rate. But it was very affordable, which is what I personally liked a lot. I was like, wow, thank you for making this, not to break my bank. That was very nice because so yeah, they were affordable. But like looking at a lot of times in the US, right? US cons, meet and greets are very, very expensive. Like it's cheaper than my Gunpla tickets. Yeah, I mean, like for Holo Expo itself, the ticket was not that expensive. Like just for the expo, I'm not talking about for the concert. I forgot how much the concert was, but for the expo itself, I think the concert was more expensive. But for the expo ticket, like a 1-day ticket, because they didn't do like 2-day tickets, they only did 1-day ticket. A 1-day ticket was like 4,400 yen, which is around maybe $35, $40 USD, which is the average price of a convention, of an anime convention badge over here, or even a little bit lower, to be honest. So that wasn't really much of a surprise. But yeah, the meet and greets are nice and affordable. Because like in the US, a lot of times meet and greets are expensive. Like I don't have much of a... I need to go look. I don't know. Yeah, I was like, it was pretty cheap. Because like if I go look at like... I mean, the only ones I have for like... as like the only ones that I have as like a good range of, the only ones I have to compare to is like the Niji Sanji ones, but those are like $75. I was just like, that is expensive. Jesus fuck. So when I saw that you were doing meet and greets here, I was like, I was prepared for it to break my bank, honestly, but it didn't. And I was like, oh, cool. I was like, thank you for not breaking my bank. And there goes another motorcycle. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to bring up any bad memories or anything. Don't want to be any negativity. I will leave my opinions of Niji Sanji elsewhere as of later events. But I was just, saying that I know that every year they've been going to Anime Impulse and they do meet and greets there. And I remember those tickets are like $75. Yeah, those tickets are $75. And I remember seeing that. And I was just like, oh, dear Lord, that is expensive. Okay. All right. But yeah. So I think that was the only thing. So I thought it was gonna be expensive here, but then it wasn't. So I was like, oh, that's nice. But I know that Betel and Haka are going to Anime Boston. They're gonna be at Anime Boston as a meet and greet. What is up with Twitch and the unskippable ads? Guys, I'm sorry about the ads. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do anymore. I I don't have ads technically on. Personally though, if you see ads running, I'm gonna try to time it so that they only run when I'm on like a break or something. Trust me, they annoy me too. But it's what can you do? What can you do? I personally am trying to time it so that I'll only run ads like when I'm going to go take a break or something. And this is only for Twitch, by the way. On YouTube, they don't run ads in the middle of stream. I don't think. I don't think they do. At least when I'm watching streams, they don't. And I'm not subscribed to like everyone I watch. So I'm pretty sure they don't on YouTube. But on Twitch, they do. And yeah. So usually on Twitch, what I do is if I run like an ad during stream, it'll disable pre-rolls for a little bit. Basically those pre-ads people get when they click on your stream. Okay. So, yeah. But what was I looking up? I got an ad blocker, so I wouldn't know. Okay, I don't okay, yeah. So Twitch is stupid, and they don't have like an ad blocker for certain things. Okay, so I want to look at anime. Okay, so Anime Boston is happening next week, and Haka and Bettle are having a meet and greet at that one, and I'm trying to look at when that is. Let me see. Okay, this is a panel. This is a panel. Let me see. Fan panel, featured artists. Where would this be under? I'm looking up. There's so many different like things, and I'm trying to see where on earth would this be under. I don't know where this would be under. I don't know. What do you not have like a meet and greet category? They don't have a meet and greet category. Okay, let's do a guest panel. Does the guest panels count? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, that doesn't count as a guest panel. I cannot find them. There's so many events going on here. They put like all the events, including like panels and like everything on here, and I'm just like, I don't know which is which. Okay, well, history of horses in Japan. That's an interesting panel. BDSM and anime and hentai. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Well, there's so much stuff going on at this convention, so I hope everybody has fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't see it. I can't find shit on here. Maybe I should just go to news. You guys are like, what is she looking up? Oh, okay, I know. I'll go to guess. Oh, there's a lot of guests at this convention. Here we go. So Haka, Battle, Iris, Bijo, Muna, Narissa, Shiori, and Watame are all gonna be at Anime Boston. Okay, that's cool. When is it? That's cool. When is what? I can't find the. Yeah. I don't know what. I don't know what it'll be. I don't know what this is under. I don't know what they're under. Aha! They're under this one Hollow Meat panel. Jesus. Okay, here we go. An hour of hijinks. Okay, but that's only a panel. That's not the meet and greet. Okay, 1 second. That's only a panel. That's not an actual meet and greet, though. Oh, wait, I found it. They're also having a panel. Why is their panel called that? I'm not surprised their panel is called Goth Boy Extravaganza. Are they not having a meet and greet, or they're just gonna be there? Or are they just gonna be there? Maybe they're just gonna be there. Maybe they don't have a meet and greet. They're just gonna be there. Okay. Well, then that doesn't work because panels are always free. Panels are free. Most of them. Okay, so I don't think it's a meet and greet. I think that's just free. Cool. Okay. But yeah. But yeah, basically, I think a lot more conventions are doing meet and greets, so that's really nice to see. Oh shoot, is it midnight already? Oh damn, I actually have plans. You're probably like, what plans do you have at midnight? Me and my sister lately have been playing Final Fantasy 14 together. So it's easier for me to stay up than it is for me to wake up early to play with her, so that's usually what I do. Oh god, I might have to start going soon. What? But it's only 12 o'clock. Man, time flies fast when you're having fun. Oh, I guess when you're talking about something. I was actually nervous for today's stream because I don't usually do just chat in streams because I'm always afraid I got nothing to chat about. But I guess I was able to do it today. Yay! I can't remember. Yay! They had a Battlefront convention here in the Philippines. Oh wait, is it that one convention? Oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. But it was that one convention where they fumbled a lot of things, right? Because I think this was the same or was it the same convention that Shoto was also at, and they like fumbled his thing too? Because I think they told him that like it was gonna be a one-on. Oh my gosh, I remember which one you're talking about. I remember which one. Yeah, they fumbled that one too. I remember everyone just talking about it, and I'm just like, Jesus, they really did not fumble it the bag. Okay. Okay, I will have to go. I made a promise and I gotta keep to my promise. So I will have to go as well. Okay. Thank you. I hope that thank you guys all for coming to stream. I hope you all had a fun time. I had a fun time. So yeah, Fridays I think are definitely going to be just chatting days because we have so much things to catch up on and everything. So let me see. So YouTube peeps, we can't raid on YouTube peeps. So who are we gonna go raid on? Who can we go raid? We're gonna go raid Woodman. Okay, yeah, let's go raid him. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 10 p.m. JST, 9 a.m. EST, and I will be playing more Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. So we'll continuing along with the story. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Keep it classy, keep it sexy, and I will see you in your dreams. Bye bye.